And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Cheap Ludes, and 2K21 is pretty dead today. That's fine. Because we got some, I don't know, I'm going to throw up air quotes, some news on NBA 2K22 My Team, which I'm not even going to do a whole video and discuss. But I am going to talk about what I would like to see in 2K21 and what improvements could be made on the basis of 2K21 in general. So there's a lot of different things that I think they can improve. I think 2K21 was one of the better My Team modes in regards to content. The gameplay was terrible. Obviously, I'd like to see a full restoration of gameplay and somehow fix it because it's just not good. It's very exploitable. And I'll talk about some ways that they can do that later on. Right off the bat, I'll say you need to let the player base test the game first for you. Like, I don't know who you have testing the game, but they're not it. Send people who are good, not even good at the game, but play it a lot and have played a lot of them to test it right off the bat. But either way, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do that. So the agenda, I think, was really tight this year. I don't really think there's much you could do to really fix the agenda. The agenda was a good thing. I think like maybe having better rewards for completing these is ideal because like, I don't know. It's if you already got the level 40 reward, why are you going back for 100 MT? You know, like make it 1,000 at least, 2K. Like give me some reason to do the daily challenges after I've gotten level 40, you know? As far as the 40 level, I mean, yeah, the level 40 thing is fine. 40 levels is okay. I honestly would like it if you gave me even just a tiny crumb of XP for just doing something, like just playing a game or doing anything in this game besides completing these challenges. If you end up leaving it, like if they end up leaving it the exact same way as it was this year, I still think it's cool. I would just like to see it kind of transform into a system that's similar or at least inspired by MLB The Show's system. I think that's a lot better system. They have the agenda style challenges to get a bunch of XP, but you do just get XP for just playing the game mode in general. So I think that would be really cool. Obviously, you can up the XP amount at that point. Obviously, don't lock massive amounts of XP behind like paywalls or grind walls in this way, like the Gervin thing. That kind of sucked. Majority of the player base like didn't have enough tokens to even get to the dark matter token market. You made it too expensive, which I'll talk about later as well. So single player game modes, triple threat offline. I mean, it's fine. I would like to see the 1 token gone. If it was 5 tokens, I still feel like it would kind of suck, but it'd be like less terrible. And that's my own opinion on it. At least if it's 1 token, that just doesn't even do me any good. Like, cool, I had 600 tokens, now I got 601. I only got to do that 100 times for it to mean anything. That's super sick. Whatever. They dropped a 2K22 challenge too. It's pretty easy. If you haven't done it, you just got to win the game against Dirk, Kareem, and Kevin Durant. You get a free pack next year, which will probably be terrible, and some Kobe shoes this year. All right, so Spotlight Sims. Gauntlet Spotlight Sims, if rolled out correctly, I think would have been fine, you know, if they were the cream of the crop, like the hardest ones to do. I think if the gameplay was better, it wouldn't have been, really that hard, so that's on 2K to really test these challenges out with their own game to see how doable they are. Spotlight Sims, I mean, good idea. Or Triple Threat Spotlight Sims, good idea. Whatever. The original Spotlight Sims, the All-Star ones, I think were probably the perfect Spotlight Sims. They should have just done every single one like this. Some 5 minutes, some 5v5 games, some triple threat games, pretty challenging, but also like very doable at the same time. They kind of had the balance nailed on that one and kind of just messed it up for the rest of the year. As far as the weekly challenges, I'd like to see a system that's similar to, I believe it was 2K17 or 2K18. Comment down below if you know, because I can't remember exactly what 2K it was that had this, but they had the weekly challenges. You would do them all, you would get like a gem or something, and once you got a certain amount of gems, you got a reward card. That I thought was really cool. I wish they would bring that back, because that was something that scaled up all year long and kept you playing those weekly challenges. Or just do it like last year where you could play all of them all year. So like if I wanted to go through and grind for a bunch of packs or something, I could do that still. Don't time restrict them if there's no additional reward. That makes sense. As far as the moments and the signature challenges go, man, I'd really like them to take a page out of MLB The Show's book or even Madden's book and make them player locked, and you don't have to have cards to play them. So, meaning John Morant's 47 points. You're player locked as John Morant. I know that kind of goes against how my team is played, but I think it would make a lot more of a lot more enjoyable experience, in my opinion. Player locked as him, score 47 points with John Morant. You don't have to have the card or anything. Same with the Kevin Durant one. Just player locked, make 4 3-pointers, and score 31 points in the game. Really cool. You make it like an NBA game. Make sure they're playing against the teams that they played against in the finals. If you have to mess around with it and put like the bald white guys with headbands in there occasionally, like whatever, no one's going to care. Domination's fine. I like the 3 additional dominations with the upscaled rewards. Definitely do that again. I'm pretty sure they're going to. My only gripe with domination would be, I wish, first off, get rid of the Evo cards in current. I'm so tired of them. I don't want them. Like, having to Evo all those cards is just pain. Also, don't wait 4 seasons in between the 5th domination and the 9th. Like, no one cares about it anymore. That's just kind of how I feel. Like, put in like season 7. Do like a every other season thing with Spotlight Sims and Domination. You know what I mean? My Team Limited's fine. I'd like to see a casual mode. I know a lot of creators have talked about it, so I'm not going to go too in depth here, but just a casual mode that has like, light prizes like some tokens, some MTs, some old outdated packs or something. Just a reason for people to play it in the first place, but not too much of a reason to keep the super sweats out. The last thing I'm trying to do is play unranked casual and then run into a dude who's 5 out and speed boosting. Like, bro, shut up. Go away. Go play unlimited. You nerd. All right, Triple Threat Online's fine. I mean, I've gone on record many times and talked about how I wanted a draft type mode, like a black top or a pack and play. I would prefer black top personally. Like, that would be the one I would go with. You could even keep Triple Threat Online, but it's just a great mode, and I think it'd be really good to see it come back. Especially because you can test out cards you wouldn't normally have access to, because it gives you, if you're not unfamiliar with Blacktop, you use one of the cards from your collection and then it'll give you 2 random cards and you play online against people with overall teams that are the same. So if you go in with a Dark Matter, it'll give you like a Sapphire and a Ruby, and then you'll go and play online against a guy with a Dark Matter, a Sapphire, and a Ruby at the same positions. So I think matchmaking itself will be a lot better. Limited. Yeah, no complaints about Limited this year. I think it does lean a little heavily on RNG, especially on Next Gen. It was like significantly harder to get rings over there. But either way, I don't trust 2K to fix it correctly, so just keep it how it is. That makes sense. Unlimited. Scrap it. Like, scrap it completely, especially that 12-0. With a game that's so heavily riddled with RNG and error codes, having a 12-0 system is just not a good idea. I mean, only like 1 or 2% of the player base is even going to get those cards. And that is if they're even hyped, I think the best way to tackle all the criticisms with Unlimited while still making it kind of engaging and fun is to implement a point-based system as opposed to a record-based system. So you get a very small amount of points for a loss if you complete the game and you do not quit, which I know some people are fuming at because they want to do like quick successive rage quits and stuff, but in this system you wouldn't need to do that, so it's really not that big of a deal. You get a larger amount of points for wins, and then you get point multipliers for win streaks. So similar to how they do like difficulty multipliers with within like domination and other games, if you beat it on Superstar, it's like 1.5 times, stuff like that for the amount of points. And then once you get to a certain points total, then you get the prizes, and there's a variety of prizes for all different point totals. So even if you go 100 games without winning a single game in Unlimited, like, you still get something for playing it, Yeah, pack odds, they need to be a little bit more open about the pack odds, even if they switch it over to like MLB The Show or like Madden style, where it's like 1 out of 10 packs you might, you're going to get this player. That's fine. Just showing that is a little bit better because it's more realistic than a percentage, especially for a large majority of the player base. I'd like to see choice packs come to 2K, but that'll never happen. So I can dream though. The token market, I get. Like, they're not going to put packs back in the token market because of the MT selling sites. That's how they farm a lot of MT. So, as much as I'd like to see it come back, I don't see it happening, Also, dude, lower the amount for Galaxy Opal rewards. Dude, because I've played this game so much. I mean, you guys have been watching my channel all year. You see how much I play this game, and I still haven't gotten to the Dark Matter token, market. cut the price of VC too. All right, look, I know you're going to sit here, 2K, and people who support and play Park, you're going to be like, well, no, they can't do that because then people are going to buy maxed out Parks players too cheaply, or like it's going to be easier or something. Just make a new currency. Literally, just make a new currency for my team specifically. You have your VC for Park, and then you make another currency for my team. I swear it's not that hard. I know you guys can do it regardless how incompetent you are in other regards. I know you can do that. I don't know why you haven't done that, because I generally feel like that would make your life significantly easier, because you don't have to sit there and balance in that way, you know? Also, if you just made Park free to play, I feel like this would solve a lot of problems with the gameplay anyway. If you made Park a completely separate experience than the main 2K with like my team and Play Now and like franchise and all that stuff, if that's the paid version and then you put out Park for free and then you charged money to play Park, people would still spend money. I don't know how they haven't gotten this yet. Like, 2K, can you hire me, please? Like, I don't know how I'm smarter than you guys right now. I don't get it. Stop with the duplicate players. Just stop with the duplicate players. That's the other thing. Like, all right, dude, we play this game mode for fantasy purposes, right? Like, a lot of people who play this game mode, and I know a lot of people who watch this channel play this game mode for this, they like to use random players. They like to assemble random teams. That's like the whole fun of my team. Not many people play it in a competitive fashion. Like, there's very small percentage of the player base does that. So look, I don't want 15 LeBrons, dude. You can just have like 3 or 4 LeBrons. It's not that big of a deal, especially at the end of the year. At the end of the year is when it's the absolute worst. I mean, if you have different tiered LeBrons, I totally understand that. You know, you have like 1 or 2 Geos, like a pink diamond, a diamond, 2 dark matters. That's fine, dude. But when we get to the end of the year and we're at pretty much maxed out 99 overall cards and we have like 5 99 overall LeBrons with different jump shots and shit, like, that's dumb. You need to not do that. You guys have an extremely large catalog of players of which to use at this point. Use them. It shouldn't be at the beginning of the years when we're getting all like the cool random players, like Bingo Smith and stuff. Like, that's not how it should be. It should be at the end of the year, realistically. We should still get some of those guys in the beginning of the year for sure, but at the end of the year is when we're supposed to get all the random juiced up players. And maybe I'm complaining for no reason. Maybe the 2K is going to do that for the final 3 weeks of the game's lifespan. I don't know. Or last 3 weeks of content or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. But at the same time, I doubt it. I truly doubt it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. I want a new Richie Guerin. Let me get it. There's so many cards that I have like super fond memories of playing with. And it sounds like I'm talking about a game from 5 years ago. And I'm actually just talking about the same game I'm playing right now, but like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Because we haven't seen any of the new cards. We haven't seen a new Havlicek. Even guys who were super hyped up by the player base and were used in the 250K tournament, we haven't seen new versions of. You know what I mean? I mean, just go to the search function and just press a single letter. And you'll see just an absurd amount of names that we haven't seen yet. Literally. Like, we haven't seen a lot of these guys even get cards. Besides either current cards or they have historic cards that we don't even have access to, you know? Or cards from like season 1 or 2. That's it. I know you guys have a bigger roster than you're letting on. Let me have a Stromile Swift card. I know you can get Mamedo Kerr. I know you can. I know you can get Ron Artest. You know how I know? Because he's been in previous 2Ks. Okay. Theme packs. I'm a sucker for theme packs. That's a fact. You know, anything with like some sort of theme that I can follow along with, I really like. That's why I'm not a big fan of like gladiator packs or anything. There's no like definitive theme. I would like a, regular season wonders pack or like a dunkers pack and stuff like that. Like, I like those. Just bring those back, please. Look, commit to either Evos or badge editions. I personally prefer badge editions, but I did make like an absurd amount of MT last year on various Evo cards. So that's also pretty cool, but you really can't have both. I mean, if you have badge editions, Evo cards are outdated, and that's just how it is. In regards to the exchange, I'd like to see like an XP exchange. That would be really cool if you could exchange for that and get rid of the original owner stuff. Please, dude. Please get rid of the original owner stuff. I like how I'm making this video like I'm speaking directly to 2K, but they'll never see this. I don't think anyone on a larger scale ever sees my videos, except for suspiciously when I put up a series and then all of a sudden some larger content creators have that same series. That's kind of weird. None specifically, just in general. You know, I see it from time to time. I don't think I'm particularly original over on this channel or anything, but sometimes it kind of weirds me out. Also, with the locker codes, like, dude, you guys got to give us packs and locker codes. Like, I am so tired of these bougie locker codes. Bougie isn't even the right word. I'm just mad. With one pack, some tokens, and some MT. Those suck, dude. Just give us guaranteed packs. Even if one of those packs is like, you know, a current pack or like, you know, a season 2 pack. I don't care, dude. I just like opening packs. You guys know me. The rewards this year have been great. Don't really think there's anything negative to say about them. I wish there was some more locker code based rewards. I mean, that's just me personally. But the grindable rewards have been good. You can make really solid squads out of just grindable cards, whereas in the past, most of the cards were token rewards or, you know, unlimited or TTO or something like that. So it's nice that we had a bunch of additional grind cards. Keep the Ascension forever. The one thing I will say about the Ascension, though, is give us a chance to get some of these older cards. I know they're not very good anymore, but, like, I would like some of them. Like, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to get Horace Grant next season or something. Like, that'd be tight. I wouldn't use them, but I'd make my, 92 Bull squad, you know? I don't know. That's really all I got to say about that. The Spotlight Sim rewards have been good. I think they're about on par with last year. It doesn't really matter. The Moments cards, I'd like to see more Moments. Moments cards are awesome. They allow a sports game to kind of pay tribute to players that are really doing well in the real world. And I just wish we would see more of them. And more of them that are not just in packs. Also, can you put them back in the League Series packs instead of the Heat Check Moments packs, please? They're cheaper. They're, like, more valuable to open. No one cares about Heat Check cards. Like, just get rid of Heat Check cards at this point. Also, get rid of contracts, please. You're telling me you're charging me more in-game currency to use cards that I had to pick up with in-game currency? Like, the audacity. Like, it's so stupid. You know, no other sport game has contracts, right? Just MLB. Or, I'm sorry, not just MLB. Just NBA. Thinking of superior sports games right now. Make the Hoff badges auctionable. Whatever. As always, it has been your boy Cheap Ludes. If you can think of any other ways to improve 2K22, jump in the comments. Peace.